Okay, so I'm going to share with you something that's particularly useful in Unreal. By now, you have realised how easy it is to drag and drop and pull things around on your screen, in your scene, right? I've got this far, okay, and this is literally just dragging these prefabs from Quixelbridge, and I'm now clicking and just moving around the scene. So you know, I didn't really have much say in the matter, so I was trying to do a UK street scene, but it's become some kind of Venetian Cuban haunt. But it doesn't matter because it was just for concept purposes. And I managed to find, I suppose the car really gives it away. Anyway, the car. So this is obviously useful because Quixelbridge doesn't have everything, but it's out there somewhere. And so I chose to. I'm going to teach you how to install an FBX, and this is coming from somebody who knows nothing. If I can do it, you can do it. So sharing is caring. This is how I did it. What you're looking at here is, let's just do this. So this is your content browser. I'm going to wipe down here. Here's my content browser. Okay, so there's everything. Okay, so you see here, static mesh. That's the thing. That's the kind of like the shape. That's the actual basic shape. That texture is the layers that go on top of it, and I will explain that to you and show you what that means, and then how we use it. So I'm going to try and import a car. Okay, so so it's going to go perfectly, right? Cars. So I made these folders, and here's cars, and we're going to make car 6. Okay. So here, right click, new folder, car 6. Boom. Okay, so I wanted a car. I went looking online. There's a load of options. The one I went with is this one. It's called Turbo Squid. There you go. Turbo Squid. And I found this car, and it was just a car, right? I just wanted to have a go doing something, and the first thing you've got to be able to do is import an FBX. So when you do your search, you will ask for an FBX, and I've imported it. You just literally import it, and having imported it, I've popped it in here. So here we go. It's the Range Rover Sports 2018. This is the closest I've ever come to owning a Range Rover. And what you see here, you've got a bunch of stuff, right? This is all your textures. I will explain what those do, and then texture body, texture type. Okay, fine. And here's the FBX. Okay, so that is. So let's just give it a go. So these are the things that you want to bring in, and we're going to do it in stages. So here we go. We're in car 6. We're going to import. We're going to import the car first of all, and you don't want to create that. I think you are fine. Okay, this is the only thing apparently you want to look out for. Do not create material, because we're going to do that. Okay, that's it. Import all. Here comes the FBX mesh, and this is it's just nuts. Like, people sit there making these things, and people like me show up. We don't even pay for them. Of course, you should do, and you can do. And if they wanted you to, though, well, you don't have to. We're not stealing stuff. People do this because they love it. And this is what we've got. And I'm just going to click on there. Right, and this is what you got. Right, there is a the beginnings of a range over mesh. The reason it looks all grey and weird is because you haven't applied the textures yet, and so we're going to do that in a minute. And if I was to whack that on here now, it would look like this. Bosh. Okay. But we could do a little better than that. We could definitely add some wheels. So I'm just going to delete that and go back to here. Now, if you can see, boom, diffuse, metallic, normal, roughness. That all means something, and I'll show you just how simple this is. What you want to do is you want to create a material, okay? Click this little chap here. Do you click that guy here? Right click, and you create material. I'm going to call this car 6, because it is car 6 material. And so we're here. This is where it starts to get a bit Jedi. You could do so much with this. We don't need to do so much. We just need to do one thing. What we're going to do is this. Find the mega scans. Cars 6. Okay, remember I said to you these things are important? Well, here it comes. If you can see, roughness, normal, metal, diffuse, that actually, look, normal, roughness, metallic, right? It's all there. So what you want to do is you get these things and you drag onto here, and this one, if you click on it down here, you can see it tells you what it is because someone labelled them right, roughness. Doesn't take a genius to figure out that you've got to plug RGB into roughness, and something's happening. Let's keep going. That was roughness. Normal. Makes sense that we'll plug it into normal. Metallic can only mean one thing. Metallic. And then the last one, diffuse, is another way of saying, which I've learned the hard way, is base colour. Base colour. And then you've got this, which actually becomes something, right? That now becomes something. So let's apply it, save it. It's probably the same thing. Close it down. So now what we've got here is, now look, this is important. There's a bunch of stuff, and it would be super cluttered if you were looking at everything all the time. So what Unreal does is it lets you decide what you want to look at. Remember, static mesh, that is the grey shape. That's just the basic shape that we saw a minute ago, right? Texture, that's these chaps, and the material is what we've just created. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on here, and then up in here it says material slots. We're going to type in car 6, and because there is only one car 6. And now we are starting to click on gas, with gas, because that's looking like a car, right? I mean, the red bit's in the right place. This is looking good. We're going to save that, close it, and now the difference is what was a grey blob is now a we've only gone and got ourselves our very own Range Rover 1918 model, which is missing wheels. So we're going to do the same thing again. Bear with me. See, they're all greyed out here. Here's the wheels. So let's right click, create new material, car 6 wheels, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, maybe just a little quicker. We're going to grab them all and drop them on here, and what's this one? Diffuse. Base colour. Remember, that caught me out before. What's this one? metallic. Metallic. What's this one? Normal goes to normal. And so this has got to be roughness goes to roughness. Apply it, save it, close it. And now, if we hit this and we find wheels, we're going to, okay, car 6 wheels. Save it. Okay, that's suddenly looking like a wheel, so I reckon we are definitely heading in the right direction. Let's do the same thing with all of them. Give a boy a man's job, because that's not how you spell wheels. Or that. Nice. And what you're finding is, because what we're looking at how to use this to create shots, set up shots, work out, figure out what you'd like to film eventually. And this is just incredible. I mean, there's a slew of stuff online that people have made. This is before you even paid a penny. So let's just delete that for a second, because so now what we've got here is all these wheels are looking like wheels, and that's looking like a car. I'm gonna grab them all together. I'm gonna pop them down here, and you know, I've got to be honest with you, that is a car. Now here's something that you need to do now. Look at this outliner, right? This is one of your windows. Here it is, outliner, outline 1. You want to group these things together. Boom. Now the car's the car, and again the space bar helps you toggle between what you're doing is up here. You're toggling between these things with the space bar. You want to turn it around. Let's park that. Let's stick it in the. So again, you've got your arrows. You can move it around. My parking is normally better than this, but for now, this is what I have to do. And I'm left click, just pushing the thing around. It's just so easy. I mean, listen, you know, this is one step away from Microsoft. If you can copy and paste in Microsoft Word, you can do this. And how big should the range will it be? So there we go. And now we're looking like, what's going on there? It's like a bit of a. We just want to park up in front of that cafe. And let's do another one. So let's put another one. So yeah, I'm going to hold down the Alt key, and that should give me a copy of it. And we'll park this up top. It looks like these two gangs have pulled up and they're ready to battle. Shit's about to kick off. It's like is it the Capulets and the Montagues? Is that what happened in Romeo and Juliet? So and like, you know what, that is just, it's not hard to do, is it? Have I parked that car correctly? Okay, so oops. I've got to be honest with you, for someone who, you know, maybe that saying, you give a monkey a load of monkeys a computer and an infinite amount of time and they'll end up writing a Shakespeare story, is true, because I can do this. Any monkey can. So hopefully that makes sense. Have you seen that? Can you remember what we did? We created a material and we used these weird looking things to make that material to apply, and then so we got this car for free, dragged it on, and now we've got ourselves a scene. I hope that was useful and encouraging for anybody who's still umming and ahhing. Look, it's not that hard, and I mean, you know, you had been a 3D artist up until very recently, maybe like last year, to be able to do this. So crack on and let's keep learning together, and I hope that was really useful. Leave me some comments and I look forward to sharing more with you.